I used to deliver pizza at a pizzeria, and besides myself and the other delivery boys and the owner, everyone else was basically an illegal immigrant. And they were all actually really great guys, really funny. They didn't speak very well English, but they're all looking for the American dream just like we are. And even though they might not all be bad people, some of them can hurt our country both socially and economically. And that's why I think that laws against illegal immigration should be enforced more firmly. There are currently 10 to 20 million illegal immigrants currently roaming the United States. Each year, more than 72,000 illegal immigrants are arrested for drug offenses, and illegal immigrants constitute for 25% of our current prison population. So that's it's not a major portion of our population, but they're constituting for almost a fourth of our crime rates. And it does affect the population. The U.S. population now is about 311 million people, and by 2025, the U.S. is projected to have around 357 million people. And the increasing population leads to decrease in natural resources, a decrease in the amount of jobs available, and an increase in poverty. As far as natural resources, we are already limited with natural resources, including petroleum, which is natural gas, and oil. In 2011, the U.S. imported about 11.4 million barrels of petroleum. So we're already taking in a lot of imports, and the more people we have in our country, the more imports we're going to have to take in. A natural resource that may not seem that many people overlook is water. Water, unlike forms of energy, cannot be replaced. And by 2050, almost 4 billion people in the world will be without drinking water. Only about 2% of water in the world is fresh water to begin with. So the more people that we have in our country, the less drinkable water we will have. Another concern with illegal immigrants is jobs. For every 100 illegal immigrants who find work, 65 American workers are displaced. Illegal immigrants work for lower rates, so they're going to be hired for well-paying, under-the-table jobs over Americans. And the unemployment rate right now is 7.9%. There are solutions to illegal immigration. Number one is securing the border, and then removing things like birthright citizenship, which is if illegal immigrants are in this country illegally, and they have a baby, the baby can gain citizenship. Also, free healthcare without detention. No matter who you are, even if you're an illegal immigrant and you become sick or get hurt, I feel like you should be taken care of, but after that, you're still an illegal immigrant. And also free education and access to welfare and food stamps. Part of the problem is employers. Like I said, places like pizzerias, restaurants, construction companies are key areas where many illegal immigrants work. And I think the employers should have to face harsher penalties, and there should be more thorough checks and the government should keep an eye on expired visas. In conclusion, illegal immigrants harm America both socially and economically. Over the past few years, I know there's been some progression and illegal immigration has slowed down, but I think we need to keep it slowing down because an increasing population will not benefit our country in any way.
About a month ago, I read a story about how in California at the time, there was like 30% of the normal fruit population was just rotting on the vines because they did not have enough people to pick it. So how would you respond to the classic comment that illegal immigrants do the jobs that Americans don't want to do?
I think that is true in some cases, but also in other cases, I still think that they take jobs away from Americans, so I think it kind of balances out somewhere.
Can you go back a little bit in the slides, a little bit quickly on some of the resource slides? One before water was natural resources. Won't stop on that one? Got to take your finger.
I think it's because it was like timed.
Oh, okay. You got it on a timer?
I must have accidentally put it on one. This one?
Yeah, you can leave that, and then you can go to the next one. And I want to see the one on water again. Just leave that. Let's just look at this a bit. So what you're saying is because of their here increasing population, we're using more natural resources than we would otherwise.
Yes.
That's your point. And then on water, hit that one. Again, the point is the increase in their use is doing adding to this problem.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you.